Big 12 Media Days here at Kansas City T-Mobile Center, and we're talking with Kevin Young, the head basketball coach for BYU. Is this year 2 for you?
Year 2.
What'd you learn after year 1? What do you take away from year 1 that you now take into year 2?
Yeah, I mean, I think just learning the league, right? Learning the physicality, the nature of the officiating, just getting a sense for just how the league operates. I think the physicality probably is I heard about it before, but just kind of experiencing, we tried to go out, and that impacted some of the recruiting strategies and so forth, but that was probably the big takeaway.
You feel like some of your players felt the same way, like in terms of getting adjusted to the league? Because we saw your team get so much better as the year progressed.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, obviously every year is different. Every team is different. The team we had last year, I mean, people, I think, tried to push us around, try to punk us. I thought our guys took a little bit to respond to that, and then once we did, and the players really figured out. We tried to do a couple coaching things to kind of help them navigate it. But yeah, that was a big part of our sort of figuring the league out.
Surprised Richie's back?
I don't know if I'd say surprised. I mean, I'm happy, obviously, but he had some opportunities. He had a decision to make about going to the NBA versus coming back. I think in the state of college athletics right now, I mean, it made sense for him to come back, and we're excited he is, and excited to help, continue to help him develop so that when he does go to the NBA, he gets himself in a good position.
I'm sure you still have friends in the league. What was the feedback you got from them about him and what he needs to improve upon to get to the league?
Well, I'll go the other way before I answer that. I think that everyone in the NBA they all think the same thing about Rich. Like they're going to sneak him into the back door. I'm like, all you guys are saying the same thing. So
right, so somebody's going to take him.
Yeah, I'm like, dude, all you guys are saying the same thing. So
nobody's sneaking.
Yeah, so I think he'll just kind of climb the charts. I really do, in terms of draft boards and so forth. But in terms of improvement, I think for him it's less about improvement and more about proving.
Yeah.
In terms of like what I did last year is who I am. Now I think he's gotten better in terms of being a little bit more of a playmaker when he does put the ball on the ground. I think he's done a better job of making reads on second and third levels of defense and stuff like that. But I think in talking to people in the league, it's like, can he again, like I said, prove that that's really who he is as a shooter.
Talk about some of your core principles and things you brought to the college game from the NBA.
Yeah, I mean, I think, offensively, I'll start there. I think spacing is the number one thing that we're about. We try to space the floor and give guys opportunities to make plays, and we try not to clog the lane. And a byproduct of that is, we take a lot of threes and we get to the rim a lot. And so we tried to recruit to that the best we could. This year, obviously, Rob and AJ both, I think, can live at the rim, especially with the spacing that is provided for them. We try to play fast. We try to get into our action extremely fast into the shot clock. I think those two areas are where we were able to have success last year offensively. Defensively, last year was a challenge for us. I think we'll be much better served this year defensively. I think we have a lot better one-on-one defenders. We're more athletic. We're a little bit longer. I think we're a little bit tougher. So you would hope that kind of impacts what we do on that end of the floor.
Obviously you had certain expectations of AJ coming in, and you knew him a bit in recruiting him and the type of player and person he is. Anything that surprised you about him now that he's on campus with the team?
In a good way, it's and this is what I think separates him and makes him great is obviously you see the talent, you see the athleticism, you see the size, but his approach and his maturity are the things that I've really been impressed with. If I was an NBA team, I would be salivating over that, right? Like when you make the commitment that a team's going to have to make to a top pick like that, because I've been on the other end where it didn't go well. Like you want to feel great about the worker, the mentality, the it factor. He has that, and that's what I've been most impressed with.
Yeah, when you say it didn't go well, what went into that? Like I'm not saying that's not going to be AJ obviously, but what are the things that teams maybe overlook sometimes when they're evaluating college players?
Well, it's hard. I mean, the draft is really hard. You try your best to get intel. You try your best to get a real good feel for who somebody is as a person. Are they going to work? Are they coachable? Are they, do they, it's hard to describe it, but just do they have the it factor? You know what I mean? And I've been, I've coached. I think we looked at the other day. I don't know, like 5 or 6 guys who've been like top 3 picks, right? So that's a lot. And so I've been around ones that have made it all the way to MVP level. I've made it coach guys who are not in the league anymore, and so that's usually the different differentiator. Is kind of that it factor. It's hard to pinpoint that.
That's a great point. I mean, is it like, can you tell? How do you tell? I mean, it's like a job interview you're doing, and it's tough to really get a sense of that because they're trying to say all the right things. Like, and I'm sure being a college coach is giving you a different perspective on this.
Yeah, I mean, in terms of the NBA world, how can you tell? I mean, you know, I think you got to rely a lot on the people who are giving you the information, right? I think in this case, like, we'll see who starts asking the most questions about him. But if it's someone that I have a deep relationship with, I'll put my name on the line for that guy because I think he does have it. But again, that's what makes the draft difficult, and that's why not every lottery pick ends up making it.
What position does he play, AJ DeBonsa? Is he a wing player? I mean, and you guys kind of play some positionless basketball at BYU. So, like, what's his game like?
Yeah, I mean, we talk really about just he's a wing. Like, in our style of play, kind of 1, 2, 3, and 4 all can essentially do the same things. Our 5 we have pretty specific like roles for, but I mean, he can score it. Really all over the floor. He can do it off the catch. He can do it off the dribble. He can post up. I mean, I've been really impressed with his ability to make decisions. Like, that was something him and I talked about prior to him coming was, you look at Yegor Demon, who we had last year, who was the 8th pick in last year's draft, and how we used him. He was our point guard, and I know that was something that really interested AJ as far as being able to be, big and make reads as a pick-and-roll player. That's something that's been really fun to watch, and I think you talk about the next level. I mean, that's something that those groups will be really excited to see.
Do you just take the film from the Bama game and just throw it away?
More or less. I mean, I have a lot of respect for Coach Nate Oates. I don't know a ton of college coaches prior to doing this. He was a guy I did know. He runs good stuff. They do a good job, and so I don't want to discredit anything that he does. But I mean, they shot the lights out, obviously, and but at the same time, our guys, we didn't answer the call. We didn't play well, and it was like a double whammy because they felt like they made every shot, and it was
you guys
historic
hit one. Yeah, felt like you guys can. But that's one thing where it's like sometimes I'm sure the film helps you learn, you grow from it. But then I'm sure there's other times where it's like sometimes it's a make or miss thing. I remember Pop used to always say that all the time, Greg Popovich. Sometimes it's a make or miss league. Like, it's just that simple.
Yeah, I'd say most times it's a make or miss league, and that's why shooting is so critical. I think to success, especially in today's game.
We shot a video with a lethal shooter. He's a big deal. Yesterday we were sinking free throws. Only took us 67 takes to make 3 in a row. But what are some of your shooting principles? Because, I mean, you've developed guys in the NBA. We saw your team last year and some really elite shooters get better and better.
Yeah, I mean, I have I think, interesting take on trying to help guys become better shooters. And I know this sounds counterintuitive, but I don't actually mess with guys' shots that much. I'm more interested in the shots that they're taking. So I just told someone this the other day, like, you're going to shoot a better percentage because of the shots that you don't take more than you are going to be like elbow under the ball, in my opinion. Right now, of course,
totally.
You got to get your technique right and so forth. So we talk a lot about decisions at BYU. Are you making the right decision? When I drive to the rim, when I get to the paint, am I making the right decision? And so that's going to help that player's field goal percentage if they're not taking bad ones, and they're going to help your teammates while you're giving them a great one, right? And so that's essentially how we try to play. And as I'm looking at Rob right over there, I mean, he's a guy who's bought into that tremendously. That was something we talked to him about when we were recruiting him. You got to be a guy that shoots, almost 50, 40, 90, especially if you want to go play in the NBA. You can't come in here, shooting 39% from the field because you're taking, questionable shots and so forth. So he's bought into that, and that's the biggest challenge, I think, for the team. My teams that I always coach is just getting guys to understand that concept.
Not necessarily change how they shoot, but change the shots and their shot selection and their thoughts and the shot diet, basically. It's incredible. Zone defense. I'm asking every coach their perspective, thoughts on the zone. What are your thoughts on zone defense?
I like it as a change-up. I mean, our league's not a big zone league, or at least it wasn't last year.
It's not.
But it's funny, man. When I was in the NBA, I felt like every offseason, every coach was like, "I'm gonna study zone and we're gonna play zone." And then if you're not a zone coach, you go play zone, you score one time, and get out of the zone. So I mean, I'm guilty as well with that. But I mean, we have one. We used it. I think I'd have to look at the numbers, but I think we zoned probably more than most teams did. And again, we didn't do it a ton. But you just don't see it a lot in our league. But I like it as a change-up. I think you need it. You need a way to kind of give a team a different look.
Yeah. Kevin Young, always fun to catch up with you, man. I think you're the most underrated coach in this league and a league of great coaches. So great to have you in this league. Great to have BYU in this league, and appreciate your time today.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate you having me on.
It's Kevin Young, BYU head basketball coach, joining us here from Big 12 Media Days in Kansas City. Big 12 Radio, it's Big 12 Today on TuneIn and Big 12 Studios. We're visiting right now with BYU Hoopers, Richie Saunders, Rob Wright, along with James Wesley and Amari Tepke. What's up, guys?
What's good?
How are you guys?
We are good. We're happy here. We're good.
All right, Richie, let's start with you. Why are you here?
That's a great question. I've been asked that question. That's pretty pointedly, but that question essentially a lot lately.
Just in different ways?
Yeah, 100%.
I'll ask you the same question too, Rob, but we'll get to it.
Like, honestly, I'm here because I believe in KY, and I want him to help me get to the next level, and I want to win while we're here.
Was it more of like, okay, you did this 1 year, but teams wanted you to prove that you could do it 2 years?
Yeah, I mean, it was a lot more than that. You know, the opportunity was there, and it was hard passing up an opportunity, no doubt about it. But essentially, like, I felt like I wasn't ready to say this is who I am as a basketball player. I wanted to prove and show, and not just externally, but internally show that I can be an incredible defender and do more than just shoot.
Rob, how about you? You have any enemies here? You have any people that you don't want to see right now?
Nah, I have no
just
enemies.
Rob's a lover, not a fighter.
Yeah,
For sure.
I'm really lover.
But why BYU?
Just like the fit. For me, it was pretty easy. When I got in the portal and I heard about BYU possibly being a thing, I was all for it. Playing with a guy like Richie and then playing with AJ, I just thought that I could help them guys play their best basketball and just be the playmaker that KY needs.
Rob, your coach was telling us about, the percentages that he expects you to shoot this season in shot selection.
50, 40, 90.
We asked him about, what makes BYU such a good shooting team, and he talked about shot selection. So where are you at in that process, and what does that mean exactly? I mean, what qualifies as a good shot versus an average shot?
I'm really just going over the film. We watch tons of film here at BYU, so just us knowing what spots each other going to be in, and when we practice, we are rehearsing the exact shots we're going to get in the game. So it really helps you with your percentages.
Richie, what's your favorite spot on the floor?
I love a corner three transition.
Transition, corner, three, Richie Saunders buckets.
Yeah, right there. Yep.
Got it. I got it. What's the next step for your game this year?
Yeah, I mean, just like I said, is proving that I'm a good ball screen defender and that I can handle the rock.
Rob, what's your take on tater tots? You like tater tots?
Yeah, I'm not. I'm actually a big tater tot guy.
That's the reason why he chose BYU. Now it makes sense.
I mean, Richie, when did that it felt like it became such a big deal last year.
Yeah, it took off, and it was late in the season too,
it
right?
Was, yeah. No, it was literally conference tournament, March Madness.
Did you always know that?
Well, I did, but honestly, the extent was elementary school, 2 truths and a lie. I would say great grandpa by the tater tots. But literally, other than that, it was nothing until last spring.
That's amazing.
Ari, the real star, is here.
Me. Oh, right. Yeah, of course.
He's here too. But,
we're sitting with 3 future NBA players right now.
So we're going to share a mic. I'm going to give AJ the mic, and we're gonna talk to all 3 of these guys.
Hi, how you doing?
What's up, AJ? How are you?
I'm good.
Why BYU?
Kevin Young. That's simple.
I mean, did Kevin Durant call you? Chris Paul? That helped. That has to help, right?
I mean, yeah, KD texted me. CP kind of said the same thing, but I had to see it for myself.
And what is it that they told you that you're not seeing for yourself?
Oh, no, I'm seeing everything they told me.
which is what?
It was like, well, for me, since I'm not in the NBA yet, it was like, that's my ultimate goal. So I wanted to get that knowledge early. And then he hired like Akash, who's our analytics guy, Danielle, who's our dietitian. So it's kind of like just getting an NBA feel in college and learning all that early. They were just telling me that he's just one of the better coaches that they've been coached by.
What has this year been like for you? Like, you are very well-known, famous for a guy that's never played at this level yet. What has it been like for you?
I mean, it's been fun. I'm just taking it day by day. I mean, it's been fun, like just, getting all like the fame and like all the kids coming up to you and everything. It's surreal. I mean, because you grow up as a kid like, oh, I want to be in that spotlight, and now you have it. So it's just a blessing.
So you played with a guy named VJ Edgecombe last year. Similarities? You see some similarities here? Differences?
I see the only similarity I see is they both hard workers and they both love the game.
And they both have initials for their first name?
Yeah, that's it. But as far as on the court, I mean, they're both super talented in their own ways. I mean, VJ's a crazy athlete. I mean, this guy's a good athlete, but I don't think he uses it like VJ does.
All right.
I guess that's a challenge.
All right, so, but what does he do that's better than VJ? I thought you were going to give me a bunch
basketball,
of
basketball. He can score with the best of them. I mean, he just has a great feel for the game offensively. VJ just play on both sides so like hard, and just he's just really dedicated to the other side of the ball. But he's working on it. He's gonna get there. So
Yes, sir.
Anything else, James?
I don't have a mic. I got you.
What do you got, James?
Thanks, AJ.
We got tater tots.
We got tater tights. Did you guys get new uniforms? Did you guys wear these last year?
Yes.
These
These are the coolest blue they wear. This is like the old school blue.
Yeah, but you guys have the black ones too.
We do have the black. Yeah, we do have a couple road jerseys. Thank goodness.
What's your favorite set?
This one's nice.
I
this
agree.
One's nice.
this is my favorite.
Yeah,
This is my
yeah.
favorite.
This one's your favorite?
Yeah.
The navy. What about you, AJ?
Yeah, the Navy. I don't know why they didn't wear it too much last year.
Who's a bigger freshman on campus right now, Bear Bachmeyer or AJ DeBanza?
Bear.
Bear.
But it won't be for long, right?
Nah, Bear.
After that touchdown.
Were you guys at the game? Were you guys there?
Yeah.
I mean, that was like I have no connection to BYU. I went to Kansas. Like, that gave me goosebumps. I mean, just the crowd, the environment. It had to be electric to be there. What was that like?
Yeah, it was super electric. Me and AJ were in the student section watching the whole game. It was crazy.
I mean, it reminded me of a game you guys both played in last year on different sides. It reminded me of the BYU Baylor game where there's tons of NBA scouts. It was. I mean, it was as good of an environment as we've seen in the Big 12.
Yeah, it was super crazy. I think when we played them last year, Conor McGregor was there, which was random.
Yeah.
That was super
yeah.
random. Yeah,
That was so random.
it was like all these NBA scouts. Like half the league was there, and then Conor McGregor.
Conor McGregor in his BYU hat. Love that.
Did you guys know he was coming?
No, not at all. Just looked over. And was like, oh, this-
Wait a minute.
I don't think he's LDS, is he?
You never know. You never know. You never know.
Hey, AJ, what do you like about being a student at BYU and the community? And I know that you spoke about the vision that Coach has for you and in your future, but I mean, here in the present, what do you like about being at BYU?
I mean, that's like I'm getting the full college experience. I'm in in-person classes. Like I have a mission prep class. I'm a university class. And then I'm just trying to get the whole college experience. Like I'm in the Rock all the time. I'm in the student section for basketball games. I'll try to go to a couple girls' basketball games. We went to a soccer game the other day.
Nice.
I was in the Rock there, so I'm just trying to get the full experience.
Are you gonna be the number one pick in the draft?
I mean, if I was a GM, I'd draft myself. But that's their decision.
There's another guy in this building that could be there too.
I promise we won't tweet this. Favorite NBA team?
Celtics.
I'm with OKC, Alex Caruso.
Yeah, I'm OKC too.
See?
Why are you going OKC? You're not even from.
He's from there, yeah.
Where are you from, Rob?
From Wilmington, Delaware.
It's like the same out here.
So you should be a Celtics fan. That's why AJ's saying that.
I
76ers.
probably should be a Sixers fan. I'm actually a Sixers fan for VJ.
Good call.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
but the Sixers have not had much to root for lately, so I get it. All right, guys, I have a good feeling that all three of you guys are gonna be first-round picks this upcoming year. So go prove me right. Go play. Cannot wait to watch your team. AJ DeBanza, Richie Saunders, and Rob Wright. Appreciate you guys. Be well.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.